Hi. So, this meditation is called Becoming Aware of the Observer. So, in the last meditation, we learned how to be fully present in our body and just sort of sit there for a minute, become aware of the silence underneath, um, at the core of our being. And we also expressed some gratitude just because our body does so much and we ignore it so much, but there's so much that it gives us. So just remembering to be thankful for the fact that it does function and that it does everything that it does for us without us asking is a good habit to get into. And so now where we want to go is we want to quickly get into our body, and become aware of the observer. So there are two parts to us. If you think about it, there is the part that we are most aware of usually, which is the emotional, the part that the it's less the thinking. It's what the thoughts bring up in us. It's sort of how we are feeling and those emotions, and it's it's very instructive to in this meditation. What it helps us to do is to understand that we are not the emotion. Most of the time we are living as if the emotion is us, as if we are the anger, or we are the sadness, or we are the disappointment. But what this helps us to do is to become aware of the person who's aware of the sadness, or the person who's aware of the anger. Both live within us, and once we are able to become the observer instead of the emotion, it helps a lot to gain our power back, because then we are able to work with the emotion and do with the emotion what we want to do with it, instead of being so immersed in it that we can't separate ourselves from it. So, having said that, we start the same way. We start with 3 deep breaths let out with a sigh. So, let's start with that. And as you're letting your breath sort of settle back into its normal rhythm, I want you to bring up an incident or a difficult emotion or an uneasiness, something that happened to you recently, that you remember. Some, it might be anger, it might be disappointment, it might be sadness. Just remember the incident that caused it, and as you sort of settle into your normal rhythm, and as we close our eyes, I want you to be aware of that sensation, of that emotion. Okay, and I want you to again close your eyes, and as your breath becomes and settles into its normal rhythm, I wanted you to scan your body, with the being fully embodied meditation. You got a sense of what it was like to be fully present in your body. And we're going to bring that sensation back now by scanning our body. So we're not taking as much time, but we are going to just become aware of the top of our head, our face, the sides of our face, the back of our head. Become aware of how your head is sitting on your neck. Just make sure that it's sort of just resting gently. Become aware of your throat and your neck and the sides of your neck. Become aware of the slight kind of tingling sensation that you get when you lend your awareness to a part of the body. And let that sort of awareness slip down, come down your shoulders. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed and feel that awareness move down your arms, come all the way to your palms. Again, let your palms be resting lightly on your thighs, palms facing upwards. And that awareness is now moving gently down your upper torso, your chest, your upper back, the sides of your back. Down, you're becoming aware of your solar plexus, your mid back. You're letting your stomach out, relaxing into your chair, making sure you're not holding tension anywhere in your upper or lower torso. Feeling the awareness move now through your lower back and lower abdomen, down your legs, your thighs, sides of your thighs, your inner thighs, your knees, your calves, your shins, the sides of your legs, and all the way to the soles of your feet and your toes. Just let yourself go, relax into this awareness of this body. And as you relax into it, go back to that uncomfortable emotion, the situation that you thought of as we started, and see where you feel that emotion. Give it a name if it is anger or just worry, there's a sort of lower level worry that a lot of us carry with us all the time. See where that is in your body. And what you'll notice is as you begin to scan your body to see where that emotion is living, for me it's usually around my heart or my stomach. As you become aware of that, the fact that that's where you're carrying your emotion, also become aware that you are not that emotion, that you are this awareness of that emotion. And it's almost as if when you become aware of that, your awareness becomes this quiet silent presence that is somewhere in the back of your body. It's almost as if it's a presence that is the backbone of your awareness. It's sort of, I feel it all, I feel it in the back, my body, around my spine, around the back of my head, mostly around the upper torso, sort of my body, my chest and my abdomen and my back. I feel as if I'm settling down there and I'm watching this emotion, this anger, this sadness, the worry. And I'm becoming aware of where in my body it is, as well as becoming aware that it that emotion is not me. That you can look at that emotion, and so it is not you. And you can feel what it makes you feel. Does it make you clench your stomach? Does it feel like a tightness in your chest? And this is the observer you watching the emotion. Not asking you to do anything to the emotion right now. I'm just asking you to become aware that you are the awareness, you are not the emotion. Rest in that awareness for a minute. Take a deep breath and just sort of settle into that awareness and hold it's as if you get the ability to sort of hold this emotion that you're feeling at arm's length. When you realize that you're not the emotion. And you become aware that you have some power over what to do with this emotion. You can choose to fully feel it. You can choose to just observe and see when it rises and falls and fades away. You are not the emotion, you are the awareness. And again, this awareness resides in that deep silent space in you. It's actually almost the the silence, the place where the silence within you is. So rest into that space, and once again I will count to 60 in my mind as you become familiar with being the awareness and not the emotion. Be in that space of awareness and breathe into that awareness.